everybody. 1 second while I get everything set up. I was thinking about it, and I think this may be one of my favorite DLCs of all time. This Outer Worlds DLC. I mean, it is like really, really good, dude. Like, I'm trying to think of some ones that might be better than it, and like off the top of my head, think of like Broken Steel from Fallout 3. But I also kind of feel like Broken Steel is cheating a little bit because, like, the reason Broken Steel is such a good DLC for Fallout 3 is because the ending of Fallout 3 sucks so much ass. So they kind of just made a DLC that fixed the shitty ending, Which I don't know if that really counts. Like, does that really count as being like a really good DLC? If you're just fixing something that you fucked up? I don't know. But regardless, this DLC is really good. That's really what matters here, is that this DLC is very, very good. And I'm liking it a lot, and I'm sad that it is coming to an end. Hopefully not too soon, though.
It's not good enough to be better than everyone. I need to believe I'm better than everyone.
Okay. Interesting. I also need to get some armor for Ellie. I don't know if I have any. Not really. So, I was drunk the last time we played this, so I don't really remember too much. But, Oh. I cannot close this door. You see nothing. In the Holy Caves, we regret to inform you that this atmospheric complex now belongs to Sublight Underground. Under the terms of our new intercorporate agreement, all RIS's employees remaining on the complex will be viewed as corporate spies by Sublight Underground. While you remain here, you will not be under RIS's protection, nor will you be paid for any continued work. Please report to RIS's property for processing. Interesting. Intriguing. Now, the stream probably won't be too long. Jordan did say he wants to play later today, but you know how it is with Jordan. I mean, he said that for like the past week, and then he like never gets on or anything, so you know how that is. But we might be playing with Jordan. We'd probably be playing some Apex. But it's hard to say. Knowing him. But, yeah. I just decided to take a break from homework because I needed to charge my laptop. I do all my homework and stuff on, my laptop instead of my PC, so... While that's charging, I figured, hey, I'll relax and game a little bit. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll be streaming for, but we do need to get through this fucking DLC.
I saw that. What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
made your point. Carry on then.
Can you imagine if it was that easy in real life? Just, yes, you've made your point. Be gone. Indubitably. But yeah, playing Project Zomboid yesterday with Loki and Calvin and Josh was quite fun. Hope that's not one of those games we just play once and then never play again. But even if it is, we are going to be playing it with Waifu, actually. So that should be fun. Waifu has not been on the stream in quite some time. So it'll be nice to have her back and, you know, play some games with her, hang out.
Real slick.
I think her and I have wonderful chemistry for like content and being entertaining. But yeah, I'm actually excited for that. That should be fun. I'm shitting. Sorry. Oh, God. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, I can upgrade these weapons. You got all sorts of shit down here. I don't think I can get in there. There's stuff back there, though. There is stuff back there. But yeah, I don't even know how long it's been since Waifu has been on stream. I mean, it's had to have been like several years. Right? Definitely been a while. But I think a lot of people figure like me and her are on bad terms or something since we broke up, but that's not the case at all. Like, we talk all the time. We're still friends. I know most people have like bad breakups, but I try not to. You know, I try to be on good terms with people when we break up, just because like if you were dating somebody, here's how I see it at least. If you got to the point where you were going to date somebody, then I mean, a lot of times you were friends previously, but like obviously you guys still have enough in common to where you can be friends, right? So I don't know. Some people are really weird about that, about like dating or not dating exes, dating people and then still talking to their ex. Like, some people are weird about that, but I don't know. Like, most of my exes I'm chill with. Don't I have an ex that's like a serial killer or something? I mean, I have one ex that definitely had some serial killer tendencies, but you know, I can't say what she's done since then. Maybe she's a brand new person. It's wonderful. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a very long time. But that is probably the only situation I've had where I was not friends with the person afterwards. And that's just because it was I mean, it wasn't my choice. I totally would have been friends afterwards, but I was just ghosted. So, you know, you can't really do anything when you're just ghosted. Just fine. That's totally within their right. But yeah, I don't know. It's always like a thing where guys are like, "Oh, I would never date a chick if she was talking to her ex or something." And for me, I don't care, dude. I really don't care. I mean, I'm sure some dudes will call me like a cuck or something because of it. Go ahead. Here's how I see it. If somebody wants to cheat on you, they're gonna cheat on you. And if you are overprotective and like don't let them do things that they want to do, then that's going to make them resent you, and that's going to make them more likely to cheat on you. So at the end of the day, really the only thing you can do is let I mean, you're both adults, right? Just let them be an adult, let them do what they want to do, and you know, if something really makes you uncomfortable, then okay. But like, you know, at the end of the day, if they end up cheating and stuff, all right, you break up and you move on. Unfortunately, it's not that simple for a lot of people because a lot of people get very attached to people. But I'm not really that type of person. I don't get super like attached to people. People have came and gone throughout my entire life, and it just is what it is, you know? Like, I'm just not that type of guy. What the fuck? Passcode CAVI 14620. Okay. Also, would be like playground husband giving me candy gelatin ring. Other girl calling it a divorce. Hey, you know what, Kenzie? Hopefully it stays like that. Can you stay in a position where you cannot relate? That would be very cool.
On they go.
It's kind of interesting. You remind me of my little sister. I think you're a little bit younger than her, though. I forget. I think you're like 21, right? How old is she? I think she's like 24 or 23. Something like that. And, but yeah, you remind me a lot of her. Like right now, she is, just now about to get married. Very exciting for her. But like, I guess when I was younger, I told her that I would like go to her wedding or something. Which I don't know why I said that, because, you know, now I'm older and I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to go. Like, just to be honest, you know, I don't want to go. But she's trying to say that since I said I was gonna go when we were younger, I have to like go now.
Everyone
I'm
all right?
like, I don't think that's how that works. He's like, well, you've never been a liar. You're gonna be a liar then. It's gonna make you a liar. And I'm like, I might be a liar now then, because I don't really want to go. I don't know, here's my thing. I don't believe in marriage, so like, I wouldn't really want to go to anyone's marriage. Surely you guys kill it. Surely you guys kill it. Like, that's kind of what I've been trying to say is, like, listen, it could be anyone's marriage and I wouldn't go to it. Like, it's not a personal thing. I just don't believe in marriage. Like, don't get me wrong. It's great for her to get married. Right? Because she's a girl. Marriage is great for women. It just sucks ass for men. So, like, it totally makes sense that she would want to get married. She's a woman. I think the dude is an absolute fucking idiot, but, you know... you know, I would say that about any man that's getting married, especially without a prenup. You know, I just don't really believe it. And, you know, I'm a man of science, and looking at the stats, and the statistics are not very good for somebody getting married in their 20s. And it's a first-time marriage. I mean, the odds are high that it's not going to work out, so what's the point of me going, you know? I hate to be the guy to say it, but it's true. Describe the life form. To determine whether the creature is viable flavoring agent, confection ingredient, or drinkable after fermentation, Riz's company branding department will provide a more consumer-friendly name. The life form is a parasite. Dissection reveals an incomplete system of rudimentary internal organs. A half-creature, an unfinished accident of orthogenesis. But how can this be? Eridanos is hostile to all life forms. Parasitism yes, implies a rich biological diversity. I theorize that Iridanium gigaseus, or gigaseus, I don't know how you say it, is not truly endemic to the Eridanos planet, but was created in the organic waste of the same terraforming system that operates the atmospheric complex. Continuing my investigation, more reports to follow. Happy to be a part of the Rizzo's family. Well, I don't have a quest as of yet to grab this stuff, but it seems as if I will eventually. You hate this game? Why? This game's fantastic. This game's incredible. But yeah, so I'm not really like a marriage guy. And it's been a bit unfortunate. Because I've been like, yeah, I don't really want to go to a wedding. You know, nothing. I need to do drugs. But also, like, and the reason why I segued into talking about this, because, you know, I was talking about how I'm not the type of person that really cares if people come or go into my life. Like, it is what it is, right? People come and go. That's life. Is because, like, that's kind of how it is with my sister, right? Like, with my sister, she's a normie. You know, like, I have nothing against her. There's no ill will. She's never done me wrong or anything like that. It's just that if you were to look at, like, if I wasn't related to her, would I be friends with her type of thing? And the answer is no, because, like, she's a normie and she's not interested in the same things that I'm interested in, right? So for me, like, I'm not really a person that is like, oh, well, because we're blood related, we have to, you know, be friends and this and that, you know? Like, if I am blood related to you, okay, but if we don't have a lot in common, like, I'm not just gonna, you know, hang out with you and do stuff with you just because we're related. Like, that's not how my brain works personally. So, yeah, it's just like, you know, my sister was in my life when we were living together and growing up, and absolutely. But now that we're not living together, like, yeah, we don't really talk or anything because we don't have anything in common. So, you know, I'm not really the type of dude that's just like, I reach out. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Like, you know, create small talk or something like that just to manage like these relationships or whatever. I don't know. I don't really see the point in it. So, for me, I'm like, I don't really know why I would take the time to fly to a state that I hate, you know, Oregon. Fucking hate that state. Uh to fly over to Oregon, to go to a place with a bunch of people that I don't like, right? Cuz while I like my sister, it's fine. I don't like my aunt that's over there. I don't like my cousin that's over there. Like I don't like a lot of other people that are over there, right? So like attend this event, which I'm not one that likes events anyway. But like why would I want to attend this event and hang out with people that I don't like also all because my little sister is getting married. You know, and statistically that marriage is probably not going to last, you know. It's just like I don't know. My brain doesn't really function that way. Marriage isn't really a big thing to me. It's not like going to change much between me and Josh. Just be kind of complicated for everybody involved. Might bring some drama. I think there's 0 point in marriage other than tax benefits. Like there's 0 point in it at all. Yeah, I'm very anti-marriage. I at least as a guy, you stand to lose far more than you could ever hope to gain from marriage. It's straight up just something for women. It's fine. You like Fallout New Vegas better. Can't wait to play the next Outer Worlds though. Well, I mean, it's not a Fallout game. That's a mistake a lot of people went going into it. I mean, they were very like that's literally the only complaint I've ever seen about Outer Worlds is that it's not a Fallout game. And that's not a valid complaint because it's not a Fallout game. And it was never advertised as a Fallout game. It was advertised as a linear story with large zones, similar to like a Borderlands, large zones, and it would be an in-depth RPG where your decisions would matter. And that's exactly what it is. It's just the people that went into it because they liked Fallout or they liked Fallout New Vegas, they thought it was going to be this open world, which they were very like obvious, or they were very honest in saying that it was never going to be that. It just didn't have the budget for that, and it was a much smaller sized game. It's the same thing with Avowed. Like people are, you know, Obsidian's new game. People are like, "Oh my god, Avowed! It's gonna be the next Skyrim." And like Obsidian is coming out, and they're telling people, "No, this is not like Skyrim. Do not think this is like Skyrim. It's not going to be open world. It's going to be smaller. It's going to be linear. It's going to be story based. You know, similar to like Outer Worlds." But like people don't listen. People just, oh, from the creators of Fallout New Vegas, it's going to be like Fallout New Vegas. You know? So I think it's one part a problem with people's expectations going into it, because if you evaluate this product on its own merit, it's objectively fantastic. As some of the best writing that's been put in games in years, the writing is extremely witty, very smart, very satirical, gives you plenty of decisions whenever you're approaching problems, plenty of ways to solve conflicts. I think the faction system is done splendidly. It's done very, very well. Like, yeah. I think the only problem with the game is that the combat is mid. Like, that's probably the biggest problem with the game, is that the combat is kind of mid. But honestly, you could say the same thing about Fallout. Like, Fallout combat is not very good either. That's the #1 complaint in Fallout games. So, you know. I think this game's absolutely great. It seems like a great idea. You find the weird slug-like parasites and you decide to taste them. Sounds good. Kind of similar situation with Josh's cousin. We were kind of forced to go back to there to spend a day and a half and fly back to yeah. That's literally like my dad was trying to convince me to go. And he's like, come on, we can just fly down there for a day and fly back. I'm like, what is the point? What does it matter? Like, what does it matter? I'm not the one getting married, bro. It doesn't matter if I'm there or not. And here's the thing. I'm a perfectly fair individual. Anything that I expect other people to do for me, I do for them. Right? If I was getting married, I would not expect Ashley to come down. Which, lol, me getting married. But not only would I not expect any of the people to come down, but I probably wouldn't even invite them, nor would I want them to come down. Because what difference does it make? It doesn't make any difference. It's like that, just this very archaic way of thinking. I think that's marriage in general, though. Marriage in general is this very archaic way of thinking. Ooh, I get shiny rock that costs lots of money for no reason. And I put shiny rock on finger, and we go and we get priests. Even though none of us are religious, we get priests to validate marriage. And I don't know, it just all seems so dated. It's from a different era. I'm not somebody that believes in, like, doing things just to do things because that's how people do things. You know what I mean? Like if I ask you why you're going to do something and then you just say you don't have an actual, like, logical, thought out reason for me, and you just say, well, because this is just how people do things. And this is, you know, just what it is. That is not something that is, like, convincing to me as an individual.
On it.
Bro, can you kill this guy? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, whatever.
Time for a drink?
Jesus. You guys are pathetic. Yeah, I think marriage is very much just something that people want to do for social media clout. You know, they want to have their, especially women, like, they want to have their big marriage, and they want to have their photos, and they want to walk down the aisle, and they want to have their pretty dress, and, like, just all of these things that are useless. Also, they can show off to their peers or cross this thing off their bucket list that they've had because they saw it in a Disney cartoon or something. I know I sound very cynical, but I mean, I'm just a realist. None of this stuff has actual realistic, like, benefits. The only benefit to getting married is, like I said, tax benefits. Like, the idea of having to go into a courtroom and get lawyers and stuff involved just because two people end up wanting to go their separate ways is so crazy to me. Especially when you're in your 20s. Like, you're going to be alive for another 40 plus years, probably. Why are you so eager and chomping at the bit to commit your entire life and get all the courts involved and stuff with somebody? You're so weird. It's me. If I could grow a mustache.
What is this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you. Of course I'm not. The Bureau of Creatures and Land Auditor was by last month. I certainly won't be encroaching upon her territory. She bites. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local Holy Caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve. It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork. Tut tut.
Tut tut.
That's why it's a surprise. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure. An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first. How much do you know about free market economics?
Oh, so much, dude. A hell of a lot more than the people I steal from, that's for certain.
That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the Holy Caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, data pads, anything that might contain info about the operation. I'm counting on you.
I think I
Excellent
have
to
that.
see you again, my friend.
I found everything.
What are these? Research data pads? Not quite what I expected. Let's see what they say. Parasites, caves, thought control. He did what now? Well, it doesn't look like any of this is in violation, but it is disturbing. And disturbing a surprised auditor is as foul as failing to file proper paperwork.
No,
Results shall pay dividends for my psychological damage. Here's your reward, my friend. Your contributions to the field of surprise auditing shall not go forgotten.
Only 755? Jeez. I got shafted. Kinda got shafted there, mate. Not gonna lie. Do I keep leveling up my hack? What does my hack get up to if I put on... let's see, hack +5... and stealth skills +5. What is this? Oh shit! Tech skills +15. Looks quite cool. And none of these give me. Hack is hack +7. Let's see. Hack's up to 140. I need 10 more points. There we go. I'm at 150. Like South Carolina, it would just be family, and if we had the wedding here, it would be friends, and then there's the drama of family and everything. Yeah. There's just not really a point. Like, objectively speaking, there's not a point. Unless you're a woman and you're trying to, you know, steal half of a man's shit. In which case, then there is a point. But Unfortunately, I'm not a werewolf, so my point remains that there is no point for men. Homo. Homo. Stop. Freaking out, man. He's freaking out. Las Vegas and Elvis. Hell yeah, brother.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves. Those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
I suppose we have some footprints to follow.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Don't mess with us.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, little body.
Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Seemed like whoever was dumped here got up.
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
I mean, that is what she said, right? To be fair. She said that's what happened. You dumped a dude off and then they
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
got up later. None of this is all that crazy then.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
I think it was your morals.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
You didn't kill anyone.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie.
What?
Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
What?
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Bitch, what are you talking about?
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
What the fuck is she talking? You at the wall. Not getting the constable to falsely imprison you. I guess if you want to be arrested, then I can oblige. You want to go to jail? I don't know. I'm not sure I get paid enough to do my job. Yeah, figure it out. I'll think about whether or not you should be arrested. Whether or not you killed Helen, I think imprisoning you is probably the safest option. Yeah.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Who's gonna arrive? Yo, this bitch is crazy, man. I'm not gonna throw you in prison, bitch. You didn't kill her. I was hired to do a job, and I'm gonna do it right. Well, here we go. I think that's glitch, but I'm totally fine with it. For some reason, it takes up less of your TTT gate. Okay, so look here, I'll show. So if I go into tactical time dilation and then I shoot, look how much it takes up. I can shoot like 2 times, right? It's like nothing. But if I have it already spinned up, for some reason it uses like nothing. Spinned up? That's not right. If I have it already spun up, then it uses like nothing. Which is actually super overpowered because I have a skill, so every subsequent hit I get on somebody, it does 10% more damage. Actually, like, just a disgusting amount of damage. Anyway, let's look at these. Let's find Betty. The Lost Milk Mech. Yeah, well, that's kind of far. That's kind of far. That's really far. That's super far. Alright, well, we're gonna go have a conversation with these hunters. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm going to do drugs. So I can stop having withdrawals. Okay, here, look, I can show it here. So if I'm spun up already, and I go in, And look at that. It takes like nothing. It takes none of the charge. That is most definitely a bug. But I'm not complaining because it's absurd damage. It's absolutely absurd damage. It makes no sense, and I love it. I love breaking games and finding exploits in the code to do absurd amounts of damage. Where did the Mega Cannon go? Where did his body go? Oh, there he is. Mega Cannon. The MAGA Canid. America. America Jindes. Hey, what's up, gamers? I heard you want to fuck with my boy. My monkey boy. I just want you to know. I will not allow that to happen.
You don't look like one of my hunters. What are you doing here?
Are you perhaps hunting one Cyrus Walgren?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's your business with him? Or with me?
He sent me to kill you.
Certainly. I pay better.
Oh. You know, that is a sufficient reason. Please go on.
Your employer is an ex-Rizzo's employee who defected to Slug. He's currently in possession of a land grant that is rightfully ours. You cross him off and grab us that land grant, I'll see you rewarded. Handsomely. Excellent. I'm glad we could reach an agreement.
Spectre? Hope you catch that killer soon.
Yep. Unfortunately for you, your boss just fucked you. I love the screams. Alright. Oh, there we have it. What's our reputation with Rizzos? We're neutral. I'll take it. Listen, if I have to choose between a man and his monkey or corporate cucks, I think it's pretty obvious which team I'm choosing. Oh, there's bad guys. I've got 5 shots. Oh. That was scary. I almost got stinkied on. Only choice we have of getting like super rich is it the restaurant thing Josh invested in like a year ago blows up like to be McDonald's. The restaurant's more a tiny fast food place. You never know. I mean, this is America, land of the opportunity, you know? You could be like me and invest in GameStop or Dogecoin as a meme and then make an absurd amount of money. You never know.
Back, I see. You come bringing good news? Ah! Oh, me almighty, you know how to bolster an old man's spirits. Oh, thank you kindly, stranger. Oh, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble.
Back at you, ma'am. Did they give me a special monkey gear? The pen. The pen is mightier than the sword, especially this one. It's a notary's best friend. Flechette gun fires more quickly, but to a lesser maximum distance than a regular one. Kind of mid, but you know what? We saved a monkey. That's all that really matters. Am I right or am I right? Amen, brothers. Alright, let's see where the milk mech is. Go get Betty the milk mech. Yes, sir. Careful about this. You guys fucking kill this thing already? Jesus. You guys are so useless. Sorry. I don't mean to be toxic. I'm just saying. Come on. Sneaky beaky. Fair and balanced. Am I right? Or am I right? Fair and balanced. Hell yeah, brother. Hello, Miss Milkmaid.
No cacao detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
We did it. We truly are the heroes of this story. It's like a giant lump sum at the end of the year before Christmas, so it kind of gets split 3 ways. Maybe I should modify one of, because like this is kind of sucky now. I should modify one of these. Because I definitely want one of my comrades. I'm shitting once again. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Can I make this N-Ray? I can. That would be interesting. Oh my god, it's so expensive. 20,000? Are you fucking crazy?
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
Trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one.
I'm a good
Here's
one.
some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Goddamn. Utter buddy. Don't let any cadence nip you on the way out.
I won't.
God damn. God damn, brother, we're out here. We're leveling up like you would need to be. What, oh what should I level next? I could get science up to 150. I certainly could. I think I should level this up. Once it gets to 60, companion skill bonuses to players are plus 100%. So that's just a bunch of free points. I'm gonna start investing in that. Oh, baby. They can do shits now. Sure. Christmas stuff, emergency savings, whenever he wants to play Wolf of Wall Street. Base.
Welcome back.
Absolutely base. I mean, I can find these. I don't really want to buy a weapon. I'll just use them when I find them. Oh shit, a new science weapon. Very cool. I think a melee playthrough would actually be quite fun. Like just a full strength, no intelligence, like retard build. I think that would be really fun. Poisonally. What does this do? Used to tighten a specific hard-to-see bolt on Happy Dale Farms milking assemblies. This wrench is strongly magnetic. Just stick it near the bolt and the wrench seats itself. That sounds useful. Attacks with this weapon have a chance to magnetize its targets. After a short delay, other enemies are pulled to the target. The chance for this to occur increases with the wielder's science skill. Well, that seems pretty neat. Nothing I'll really use because I don't melee, but seems cool. The mechanic is interesting. Wait, she's gonna see me.
I'll be out of here as soon as I can, Gunther.
It's Hunter. Hunter. Sakes alive, people these days have no respect. The corporate name change.
How'd you do that so fast?
I used him as a shield. Can you not open shit right as I'm stealing? Women. Am I right? Beams. Alright. Now this DLC is very good. To the penthouse.
Inspector.
Finish my investigation into Jasmine Leva, the Prophet of Profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers.
Yeah.
So tell me,
Who would have
what did you
guessed?
find? She wants to be arrested. That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
No.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the
that
update,
XP.
Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report. Oh, and let me give you some advice. Look into Cedric Kincannon. He's hiding something. I'm sure of it. Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead-up to a joke? I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service. I think.
It's some pretty interesting things to say about Black Hole Birdie.
Such as?
He's worried Helen might have tried to blackmail him.
That's disappointing. Rizzo's holds their tossball team to high standards. We require semi-literacy or better. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm.
Well, he's dead.
Was there anything else?
He's fucking dead now. So, you know, someone meant him harm, I think. Would be nice to get to the point of being considered rich, especially after the upbringing of me and everyone. I don't know. I don't see the point in being like...
Hello there,
I guess it depends.
Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What authorized floor can I bring you to? If you see Black Hole Birdie...
I don't know. For me, I guess it depends what you consider like rich, but like having millions of dollars just seems like so excessive to me personally. I think that's like just way overkill. I think as long as you're making, I mean, I guess it depends if you have a family and where you live, but like 60 to 70K, you're like totally fine. Like you're Gucci.
Don't try that again.
Your friend.
Inspector, glad you're back. Thank you for being so patient with slug activity. I hope you'll forgive the delay. Welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Oh, everything is over here. Okay. Literally everything I need to do is over here. Whole place seems a little sketch.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
I don't care.
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started shooting about 12 words ago.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm! Draw!
Okay, so this is a farce.
You want to say that again, pal?
Not really Slug, are you? It's okay, you can tell me.
Woolly piss! Why'd we decide to do this? Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Yeah, maybe do this whole showdown business? Never?
Sure, if you tell me exactly who it is, I'm never rescheduling with.
Someone paid us to say we was Slug and intimidate you. I don't know who, I swear it. They only ever sent notes. That's everything I know, honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little. You gotta believe me. And we're real sorry.
Maybe if your change of heart had come earlier, I would have believed it.
You are in for it now.
Oh, look at this. This guy's trying to hide. That was fun. I don't know how much, but like living comfortably, luxurious would be nice. Any amount, I could buy that monster rental SUV. Got a job for anyone with a ready gun hand and empty pockets. There's an inspector looking into the murder of Halcyon and Helen. My client wants you to cross them off. Don't worry about subtlety. In fact, don't be subtle. Just make sure that once you agree to the job, you visit the rearmost bunk, put on the uniforms you'll find folded underneath beneath the mattress. After that, feel free to cause a ruckus. Be sure to let them know Slug territory is off limits. The rewards 40,000 bits, plus all the enhancing chemicals you could ever want. The Marketeer. So somebody is trying to incriminate Slug. Interesting. This is just chilling.
Greetings.
Deputy Wine Taste.
Associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed. Due to a spread infestation, bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please speak clearly.
Your designation is Deputy Wine Taster. What are you doing in the constabulary?
Error. Unit designation no longer.
Do your wine tasting instruments double as weapons?
While potential lethality of unit instrumentation bears towards 95%, while
God, he
all
talks too slow.
Rizzo's constabularies must include at least one. Unit does not have. How may they?
God.
All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe.
What?
Is that acceptable? Error. Bit processing unit has been removed, temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest. Delivering footage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with checking logs, limitation 1. Do not tell users about limitation 2. Do not read informational limitations aloud.
Okay. There's a spread infestation. They need to bribe the health inspector, and he wasn't supposed to tell us that, and he just told us that. Got it. That's pretty funny. We can deal with their little infestation.
Damn it. She's one of the good ones, too.
No! God damn it. I liked her a lot. She was hot. Man, we gotta invest. Buy your dream house here, so probably in the like millions. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to just buy a house outright. Nobody buys a house outright. Basically nobody. Right? This is coming from a guy that's on his second house. You. Essentially, you get a loan, and then you're paying back the loan to pay off the house. You're not just buying it, you know. Almost nobody has that type of money. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom though. I'll be right back. Alright, gamers. It's time to solve a fucking murder. I forgot my jacket, god damn it. No, no. It's time to solve a fucking murder. First, I need my blankie, my jacket. I gotta be warm and comfy and cozy. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get it.
An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly
she
the
was so hot,
constable of
too.
the Eridanos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition.
The needler again.
Yes, Inspector. These entry wounds match the profile previously detected on the Rizzo's Rangers mascot. Constable Maria Keene was likely killed by someone wielding the needler. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin
A poisoning gun?
These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death.
It's kind of cool, dude. It's like the needler from Halo, but all the needles have fucking neurotoxins in them.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find this brat bastard's responsible, Inspector.
You goddamn right we will. We're gonna find him. We're gonna make him fucking pay. Well, I don't really think it counts as stealing, right? Doesn't really count as stealing. If she's dead. Just saying. I'm in. Internment logs. Cassidy Mills. Smuggling. Yup. Okay. Clumsy, unlikely to be a smuggler. Zuber Oza. Semi-conscious earlier, lying amongst the remains of Crater Rizzo's confectionaries. Rizzo's has slugs. They'll kill us all. Okay. 6th arrest of Lamb this month. He's getting close to his record. Security footage. Messages. Enter the passcode. I love terror on Monarch. Constable, I know you don't need to hear this, but please be on your guard. Spaceport is technically outside my jurisdiction, which means you're the only representative of company law in Slug territory. This is more than I can reasonably expect from you, but I'd appreciate it if you kept an eye on Cedric and Cannon. He's looking for an opportunity to seize control of the entire complex from me, and you're keeping him in check. You're the first, last, and only line of defense between Slug's lawless hooligans and our project. I know you have dreams of something bigger than Eridanos. If this product launch is successful, if Spectrum Brown spreads to the rest of the colony, I promise you I'll find you a place where you can be happy for the rest of your life. You're a valuable part of the Rizzo's family, and I will look after you. Oh, what a nice guy. Or is he? Make new archive recovery subroutine. Enter the passcode. Okay. We have a log here. User access unit behavior overrides. Unit behavior override successful. Unit hostility protocols updated. Patrol destination set to Ballroom, Grand Colonial Hotel. Unit targeting parameters updated. Unit weapon system activated. Memory wipe contingency successfully installed in unit. Memory wipe timer activated. Maintenance records successfully redacted. Oh shit. All on Burbage. Burbage killed her. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe this. That son of a bitch, Burbage, is the one that killed her. Which means it's gotta be the fucking actor guy.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrap Heap. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keene has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would
Yeah, that's a good way to interrogate someone.
confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
Jesus, I'm about to fucking confess just listening to this.
It was fake after all. Let me out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
Cassidy Mills.
If you ain't a constable, then we ain't got nothing to discuss. I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts. I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
Damn, I can't believe fucking Burbage. Spencer's the most likely fucking culprit. That son of a bitch. Build my own house like in Chicago. Requirements, since feel like Josh would go crazy without his newly found addiction. Possibly pay for surgery to make me look slightly older.
You.
Now you're just being silly.
You got an appointment? Appointment? Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment? Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
Spectre is here to see Cedric. There will be no other outcome.
Inspector, you said? Well, maybe he'll appreciate your blunt charms. Maybe not. We'll see what he has to say. Mr. Kincannon, got an inspector here demanding to see you. Want me to call the guards?
No, thank you, Eileen. I've been expecting him. Send him up, please.
Don't keep Mr. Kincannon waiting.
It'd be so easy to kill you. It would be so easy to just brutally murder you. Oh, man.
Ah, Inspector. Eileen is my right-hand woman,
You're
and the
one
finest
ugly
assistant
motherfucker.
to ever grace this office. She is also tremendously skilled in causing physical harm. I recommend you do not insult her with any further attempts at intimidation.
I could kill her so easily.
Here for my alibi, I assume. Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing. Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself. Perhaps you haven't sorted out as much as I'd thought. In short, Slug has not sent anyone to rough you up, Inspector. That would be acting against our own self-interest. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs Slug gear and send them after you? Well, to smear my name, anyway. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
Gosh, could it possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people. Watch your tongue, Inspector. I'd hate for one of my people to overhear you insulting me and decide to cut it out of you. I digress. The point is, I've admitted to being elsewhere the night of Helen's murder. Besides, I have no motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune. Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter. Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going...
Okay, you repeated the line. My immersion's broken.
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
I feel like coming and murdering all of these people after I do all of the quests, simply because I do not like them.
Do tell Ludovico when you get a chance, please. It's astonishing how long it's taking him to have that same epiphany. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads, me scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
I wasn't going to.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
And cannon. Well, that sounds mighty interesting. Fires explosive packed slugs that burst in a wide area on impact, guaranteeing that your coworkers will think twice before scheduling meetings without you. Deal damage to enemies near the target. Well, doesn't that sound very cool?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed. The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon. Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
That's
This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Moo.
Ominous threat transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
You got carded for eggs? What? Taste the dust. Why can I taste everything, dude?
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles. That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Yeah, we'll do just that. Don't look at me. Saw nothing. Saw absolutely nothing. Just a bathroom back here? That's it? The fuck? Or they have a bathroom locked up tight. Intriguing.
Hello. Welcome to Aridano's Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible.
See, Kenzie, if you go bald, then you'll never have that issue again. Once I went bald, I stopped getting ID'd. I used to always get ID'd.
Oh, I see you've read some of my poems. Very clever, Inspector. Yes, my pen name is The Marketeer, though I also use it in certain business dealings. Wait a moment. Why do you ask? Hey now, hey, let's all be reasonable here. I'm just a middleman. None of this was my idea. Occasionally, jobs requiring discretion arrive here from the hotel. Always anonymous and always lucrative. For a sizable cut, I set these jobs up and ask no questions. Somebody sent me a note telling me they wanted you dead. I don't know who, and I don't know why. I swear. Yeah, of course. It's called a paper trail. Give me a little credit. I'm a professional. I've got to have some standards. I understand your distrust, but look at me in my place of business. What would I stand to gain from destroying you, versus how much I stand to lose if discovered? You're welcome to remain suspicious, but in the meantime, you're completely welcome to browse my wares at your leisure. No surcharge. Again, terribly sorry. Welcome back.
Does he even have anything good? No, he doesn't.
Welcome. Hey, folks take a lot. Whoop.
Shit. That was held against me? Maybe if I kill him in combat, then it won't be held against me. Let's see.
Hello. I'm... Oh.
Clean this up, right?
Well. Somebody back there seems to be upset.
I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
I'm jumping at shadows here.
Yeah, you're jumping at shadows. Listen, the dude called a fucking hit on me, okay? And so I murdered him. That's how it goes.
Hey,
What?
you!
Thought I saw some.
Incoming!
What the? Alright, well. I guess we can't kill that guy. Even though he called a fucking hit on us. It's retarded.
Hello.
Man, this bullshit. I can't even kill this fucking guy. This is bullshit.
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
Looks sketchy. Some big old vents. I got a lot of shit back here. Hell yeah, brother. Bam, damn. There you go, Ellie. Now we have some guns we can modify for her. How nice. And maybe she won't get brutally murdered now. That'd be nice. Bing, bing, bing.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Oh, God.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death. Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed
Is that
the
what
device.
we're calling it? Alright. Intriguing.
Somehow, I don't think the freelancers and sublight agents are staying at the Grand Colonial.
Wait, that's restricted access. There's a lot of facets to this mystery. Slowly but surely. Get to the goddamn bottom of it.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Wonder how many of these boxes fell off the back of the loader.
Most of them, I'd venture to guess.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Yeah.
Perps! Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation? That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Does full stop mean? This is some like new kid lingo. I don't know what that means.
No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo. Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
What?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh, that accommodates her.
Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
She's cute. I'm gonna hack the terminal anyway though. Pens, soda, I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this shit, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the auto mechanicals. You can come look at them if you want, but even I have better things to do than help you exact justice on a void damn pen thief. Benton, we're missing a couple cargo again, just random shit. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple of purple berry sodas. Don't see a pattern. Got all those dead IMK2s in the other day, and not one of them went missing. It's not like the skimmers going for the most expensive cargo. As far as I can tell, shit's getting skimmed from the crates before they make it inside freight storage and processing. In that case, there must be a problem with the automechs. I'll swing by when I can and see what's malfunctioning. Besides you. Haha. Got him. Ella, tell whoever snuck to the shipping yard and messed with the loading automechs to go to hell, will you? Those things break down enough as it is, and I'll be damned if I'm going to haul cargo around myself. Okay, but you have to admit it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault they're so damn easy to hack. Seriously, a primal could do it. Here's a list of what's gone missing so far. Or at least everything I've noticed. 8 boxes of purple berry punch. 2 boxes of pens, blue. 16 pallets of cacao milk. 300 small portrait images of Woolrich. Add shipping instructions. Handle with care. Law, would I like to fold these in half? 3 Mark 7 cranial protectors, 7 sets, protective clothing with safety harness, air mid ballistics, 2 cases of lemon slap, 10 Spacer's Choice sabers, 25 boxes of blasting agent, 3 boxes of dark matter bars, 4 cases of nanospank. I ask you, Benton, who would steal nanospank, let alone pictures of Spencer Woolrich? The thief wasn't scheming for Cedric Kincannon of all people. Here they were doing it for kicks and giggles. I told you about your mom going bald? No. and I will tinker with it. Where is it? Where the hell did it go? Oh, it was just there. I just saw it. Tinker. What should I modify for her? Guess I could do this. Give her corrosive. Give her extra crit. We could tinker with this. There we go. There we go. She went bald via razor blade? That's a weird way to say that she shaved her head. So she shaved her head.
Nice and easy.
There we go.
These fight nights go on there?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Fuck is this thing? Sprat of unusual
The
size.
biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection. An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Sprats are hardy little shits. Their immune system fights off pretty much everything.
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
What the hell?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Well, I think it's gonna win. I don't think anything's beating that guy. He's a thick-ass boy.
Hey there, little buddy.
What the fuck? Okay.
I didn't even know they made
Raptidon erotica. Okay, I could have went my whole life without hearing those words together in a sentence, but alright. I don't think I need that. Oh, wait.
Step lively, friend.
See what they have. Like, it was just a razor. She literally just started slicing into her hair head randomly. Ew. What? Ew. Why would you say that? Ugh. That actually gives me the heebie-jeebies. This guy sucks at his job. He doesn't even realize us.
Thought I saw something. Whoa, hold a moment. Who the hell are you?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you and me both.
You and me both, brother.
Right.
See ya. I'd say like pristine, shiny bald. Either is like clumps of hair and long hair baldness. Well, if she ever needs tips, she can always hit me up. I'm somewhat of an expert. Dick beanie. Dick. Beans. Love how they tell you like not to jump when you're disguised. I'm just fucking jumping everywhere. Buy a bunk. Nothing incriminating in there. Just thing looking at me. I think it wants. The fuck? It pours in from the hole in the wall. It's sickly warmth in the way it makes your hair stand on end. It seems to be radiation. Almost being crazy. Almost being crazy. It's likely that the space between the liner and outer walls is not just this biobunk, but all of these biobunks is radioactive. Oh, hell yeah. Talk about losing hair. A little cancer with your bed. What a deal. She grew it out again. This was in the midst of her heavy psychedelic use. Gotcha. Well, definitely sounds like a good use of her, I don't even know. Her time. Hopefully she was having fun. Yeah, you know, I'm something of a thief myself.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
I'm eating peanut butter pretzels. I'm gonna try not to eat them into the mic.
Access panel is open. Please be sure to close the access panel when you are done. Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated. Ejecting data log 17C.
Steal a specific packet.
Apologies. This unit does not have access to
6875.
entering standby.
Let me go see what 6875 is.
Hey, pal. Over here.
Oh, that doesn't seem sketchy at all.
Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
Better than beer?
Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal.
Please do.
Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
What? No way. Really?
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need. What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy. Eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence. Best kept secret in the business.
It's probably just ground up fast ration pills. Or it's the real thing, which is an incredibly dangerous hallucinogen that tastes disgusting.
And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
Oh, I can't buy some highly lucrative vitamin D supplements? My goodness. So it's basically Oregon. You know, Oregon, what's the term that they use? They decriminalized like all drugs in Oregon. So now you can just like buy heroin if you want. So this is basically Oregon. It's like, hey man, you can just buy heroin, but I've got this crazy thing for you. Calcium supplements. Damn, that's crazy. Hey Nick. Not much is going on, man. Just relaxing a bit on my Sunday.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over. Hey, if it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about sprat reproductive practices. Ask away.
Ayo.
Nothing. I just hate working.
Based. Absolutely based. Like, what's up, man? You have a pretty good job. What's wrong with it? Nothing. I just fucking hate to work. Alright, relatable.
This terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's cargo to its manifest. If it ain't on the terminal, then it's someone else's problem. Figured it wouldn't last. Anything else?
Never gave Outer Worlds a chance. What's your opinion about the game? It's great. It was my game of the year for 2019. And in March, they released the Spacer's Choice Edition, which is essentially a remaster. And it was really, really bad when it came out, but now, luckily, they've fixed it. And now you can pick up, like, the Spacer's Choice Edition for, like, 15 or 20 bucks, something like that, and you get all the DLC. And, like, New Game Plus, like, all the updates that they added, New Game Plus, increased level cap to 70. It's great. It's great. This is my first time playing the DLC, because originally I just played the base game. And this is probably one of the best DLCs I've played in a game. It's very, very good. Like a ridiculous amount of content. The thing is, the only complaints people have that I know with Outer Worlds is that they went into it thinking it was going to be a Fallout game. And it's not a Fallout game, so don't go into it thinking it's a Fallout game. Just go in thinking it's going to be a somewhat linear space adventure RPG that has many branching paths for the narrative through your decision making. And that's what I did when I went into it. And I really, really loved it. But like all the complaints that I've seen people have are like, there's not enough content. But if we look at how much playtime I have right now, I have a day, almost 2 days of playtime so far. And I'm not done with the main story. I'm not done with this DLC. And then I have one more DLC that I haven't even started yet. So I think there's plenty of content. I just think people were expecting like hundreds of hours because they wanted it to be a Fallout game because it's Obsidian, and it's not a Fallout game. And they made it very clear that it wasn't going to be a Fallout game, but a lot of people didn't really pay attention to all of that. They just went, oh, it's Obsidian, and they saw the trailer, you know, where it said like, from the people that made Fallout New Vegas. And so everyone's like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Fallout New Vegas. It's like, no, it's not. It's not, but it's not trying to be. It has, you know, some of the similar mechanics, like with speech checks and stuff like that, but it's definitely its own game and its own universe. I think the star of the show, though, with this game is the writing. It has some of the best, most clever writing I've seen in a very long time in games. It's very unique. Like, if the dialogue in this game is so unique that if you were to just play, like, years from now, if you were to just play like a conversation with an NPC in this game out for me, and I was blindfolded and I had to guess what game it was, I could instantly tell you what game it is. It has such a unique voice to it that really makes it stand out amongst everything else, which I really like. I think it's quite good. Overall combat and gameplay,
Hey, could I talk to
I'd say combat is better than the old Fallout games. Not as good as Fallout 4, I would say. The combat definitely not the star of the show.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty. Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
Huh?
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me. I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
Sure.
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name.
Wait, that was a
She'll
girl?
know where the cargo is. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
Okay. But I don't like boneless spratwurst.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
In terms of the gameplay, I mean, it is your typical, like, first-person RPG. You know, you make your character, you distribute your initial stats, and then those break down into more specific stats, and you level those up. They each give you a variety of benefits. You pick which ones you want to level up. You also gain perks, which give you pretty big bonuses in general. And yeah, I mean, you wander around the world. It's sort of like a Borderlands type of zone-based world. You can see, like, this is a zone, and then you could go to the region, and, like, this is a zone, and this is a zone, this is a zone, and this is a zone. You can fast travel within the zones. There's different planets and stuff you go to, which are all essentially just different zones. And yeah, you walk around, you talk to people, you get quests, you kill things, you loot, you get rewards for the quests. And a lot of the quests have branching paths depending on which factions you want to help. There's a lot of different factions in the world because the entire story of the game is essentially like future corporate America. It's kind of cyberpunky, like corporations rule everything. And so you kind of choose which corporations you want to side with, which ones you want to fuck up. And so as a result, you'll get a bunch of different relationships with them that will determine how they view you. Yeah.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure? Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened? What makes you say that? Damn. You're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
Sorry, I'm feeding Momo. From an actual player, last one for me. What's the guidance like? Too much? Too little? Funny, actually playing Cyberpunk right now. Waiting for the Phantom Liberty DLC. Guidance, I mean, you are kind of pigeonholed into where you can go based on your decisions. Because you, right out the gate, you get a ship. But in order to land on certain planets, you need what's called a nav key. So it's basically, it tells like the security and the corporations at that planet that you can land there. So you are a little bit pigeonholed depending on your like decisions that you make. So for example, with no spoilers, but in the very first planet that you start on, you kind of get a general decision to side between two factions. If you side with one of the factions, then the corporations are going to dislike you, and it makes it very difficult for you to land on other planets. So then you have to go through sort of like the underground black market in order to get these nav keys in order to land on other planets. Whereas if you side with the other faction that's far more pro-corpo, then the corporations will actually reach out to you directly and give you resources and give you all of these wonderful things that allow you to go to these planets way earlier than if you decided to go against them. So it kind of depends on your decision, but in terms of guidance, I mean, in general, it's going to point you to where you need to go for your quests and stuff like that. But there are several different ways to approach all of the situations depending on your skills. Like just this one quest. If we didn't have the lockpick and the engineering required to actually fully deduce what was wrong with the robot, we probably would have had to just kill the robot, get into an altercation there with the people that, you know, the engineers and stuff around the robot, and then we'd have to deal with all of that, take apart the robot, see what was wrong with it, and then use that to kind of have our findings and report back to this guy. So there's multiple different ways that you can solve different things. It's very similar to a Fallout. But yeah, it's like compared to Cyberpunk, way more decision making and differences in this game versus Cyberpunk. Compared to Fallout, I'd say it's sort of I think there's more ways to solve problems in this game than in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And definitely Fallout 4. I also just think the storylines being told in this game are more interesting. Like, the whole concept of this DLC is that you're brought to this planet as an inspector to solve a murder of a high-profile target. And so the whole DLC is basically solving this murder. And it's very interesting, all the different puzzle pieces that are at play. But that's one of the main things I was disappointed with Cyberpunk was the lack of variance. I mean, you play through the game once, and then you make another character, and 95% of the stuff is the exact same. Doesn't matter what group you start with or what you're, you know, really just the ending is different, and that was a big bummer for me with Cyberpunk.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
He said, okay, that's very impressive. Don't touch me.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research. That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
Never trust women, brother.
As though Helen herself didn't profit from her work. Please, this is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly.
Well, she's dead,
Helen
so.
should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Wow.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not. Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Alright, well. I thought he was going to be upset that we didn't find the actual culprit, but the actual culprit was kind of him. So, that works out great. 1 second, I'm just lint rolling my mouse pad. You know, I saw some other streamer. He has a handheld vacuum for his mouse pad. And he just vacuums his mouse pad. I was like, oh man. That's smart too. That is smart too. I prefer the lint roller. You know? But that's also smart. Props to that guy. Don't know who the fuck he was, but... Wow. That is a lot of alcohol in this man's bathroom. Alright. Well, I'm not a fan of this guy, but I think we can cross him off as a murderer. I don't think he's the murderer, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I really don't like him, and I would love to murder him. And we may still murder him, to be fair.
Don't think I know you. What do you want? Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
Sounded like Momo yelping? What did... Oh, the lint roller? I didn't know you could hear it.
You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King.
The Rat King.
Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where. It is! Never heard of a freelancer getting a package before it's even asked for.
What can I say?
You wouldn't also happen to have the key to my cell, would you? Huh, figured that would be too convenient. Anyway, next step is bringing that package to Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
That guy. Oh, this fucking guy. I don't like this man.
Welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
Wonderful.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector. Right. And I'm Halcyon Helen's sidekick, Buster B. Bartholomew, even though he gets shot in the head in the 4th episode of Terran Monarch. The spaceport is usually a tourist destination, but the lockdown has interrupted that, meaning fresh faces stick in my head. That, and I like keeping my information up to date. Which is normal for a storekeep. obviously.
To shoot him in the head already? Dude, I wish. You already know I'm here. What you want to know is what I've brought. Must have been mistaken. Guess I'll surrender this cargo to the constabulary. I might be investigating Halcyon Helen's death, but I'm no constable. You can trust me. Drop the act, you fucking dweeb.
Playing dumb didn't dissuade you, huh? You're pretty sharp. And correct.
You don't say.
Follow me to the back.
Oh, shit. She's gonna take advantage of me. Now, while he left his cash register.
Alright. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon.
Wow.
Welcome to my black market.
What a guess.
Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it.
What?
Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Can I peruse your wares?
Regular wares? Sure. Currently waiting on my next black market shipment, so come back in a bit if you want to see those. Let me take that package off your hands, whatever the case.
I already stole all this shit in here.
Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Well, she's fucking dead. So.
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard.
Yep, sounds standard to me.
And a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run.
Okay. Okay. Onslaught. Very cool name for a weapon. Very cool indeed. So then back everything you stole from him? Literal scumbag. What do you mean? He's a criminal. He's a criminal. How am I the bad guy?
That's a lot of containers.
His goods are stolen.
You think they're planning something?
His goods are stolen, so I steal his stolen goods and, you know, sell them back to him. This is fairly standard, I would say. Alright, let's talk to this man. Used to be #1 suspect.
What do you want? Shh, not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
I'm Inspector.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incognito.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's the matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing. That I can do. What do you want to know? So, how do I help? I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers. You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
What?
Looter, half shot, void lush, on the Byzantine swizzle, starry.
Of course, the
1
alcoholic.
bit down, 3 bits up, spread across the spectrum, top heavy. Should I go on?
course, the alcoholic knows these fucking terms.
Drunk, Captain.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air. We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Oh, thank God. Thank God they just stole the cow. I was getting a little worried. Thought this stream was about to turn fucking 18 plus.
Oh, wow. That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked you, I'd wager. Say, is the cow okay?
Do I look like a cow doctor? You got a cow drunk. Cows are not supposed to get drunk. She's fine.
That's good. I hope she doesn't have a hangover or nothing.
She does.
My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house.
I was looking
for
a
a
little
time.
dicey there.
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I
Right.
wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
Right.
Nah, she sent a note to my hotel room before we, you know, split. I don't know how long it was sitting there before I noticed. She needed something done, and I could do it. Simple as that, okay? I found the data pad at the weather station, like Helen said, but then a guard found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was. Long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
I don't know what any of that means. Cute tossball simile. Your story's still full of holes. Did anyone else see you that night? Anyone anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
That was a yeah. Who was it? I would have to be dead to not realize that's a lie.
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
If you don't want to talk to good inspector, maybe bad inspector will change your mind. Ellie? Oh, hell yeah.
You have no idea how long I've wanted to do this. Listen up, Sprat fuck. You're in big trouble.
I am?
Chad.
Hey, I'm asking the questions here. From now on, you don't talk until I tell you to. And when I do, you better sing like a terror ray. Got it?
I think so. Yes.
Roll up your sleeves, lean on the table, Cash. What I'd say is, you need to tell us what you know.
You think you're our only source? While you've been here nursing your conscience, your friends have been talking. And it's not looking good for you, Birdie. If that even is your real name.
Oh, God. Light a stoky slim, let the smoke wreathe your head heartfully. I can't stop her once she gets going.
You're gonna tell us what we want to know, or you're gonna find out what the inside of Tartarus looks like.
Start talking. Help me, help you. Tell us what you need to know.
Okay, I'll tell you everything. Just, please, don't make me talk to her. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
The alternative medicine dealer? That Auric?
Yep, that's the one.
Almost looking
So
at me.
now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel.
Maybe.
Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Baby. Yeah. There's no more food, baby. I already gave you everything. Any advice for next time, ladies?
Sure. Get yourself a bit of taro blood, whisk it in a bowl with an egg and crushed caffeinoid, hold your nose and drink it straight.
A shot of Spectrum mixed in a Gigantor energy drink first thing in the morning. Works like a charm.
Oof, thanks, but I think I'll stick to, not that. Anyway, you ought to take Helen's datapad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her notes. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing. Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
Interesting. Can you get a new crew member? Can't let a suspect be part of the investigation.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else.
Yeah, go on, bud.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
Oh yeah, she's fucking dead.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
3 ways? Didn't do shit. 3 ways? I did all the work while you and yours sat around. You're looking to get at anything. Yeah.
What? That ain't gonna be enough to get Cass out of prison, and it ain't what we agreed to. Ah, shit. Looks like it was wrong to assume you were just like Hawthorne after all. Sure hope I can figure something out to pay Cass's fine.
Fuck Cass. She's a retard that got herself put in prison. And then didn't even contribute at all. Sorry. Sorry to be the guy to say it. But I'm spitting facts. Okay? Alright, let's go check on the drug dealer, not drug dealer. Where the fuck is he? Wasn't he in between these? There he is.
What can I do you for?
What can I do you for?
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I do not. Momo, there's no more. There's no more. Lay down. Go lay down. There's no more. I ate it all. I ate all the peanut butter pretzels. You have a whole bowl of food over there. You greedy, snobby fuck. Eat your dog food. God. I swear. You know, you're nice and you like give him some steak and stuff in his food. And now he's the most bougie dog on the planet. There's like, Oh, I do say, I don't know if I can eat this dog food. Maybe if it had a bit of caviar sprinkled upon it, I would ponder the thought of consuming such a plebeian meal. Like, just eat the fucking dog food, man. Okay? My god.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us. All right, fine. Yeah, I know, Birdie. So what? Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Oh.
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
Yeah, that's fair.
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart. Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
That might be the most wholesome, kind drug dealer I've ever seen in my life. Now let's report our findings. And then Jordan just messaged me at 4:07. He said he's getting food, and then he's going to eat and shower, and then he's free. So I'll probably end the stream after this, and then I'll be live in a little bit, and we'll probably be playing some Apex.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you. The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf. Why were you going through Maria's terminal? Was there anything else?
Wait, I don't want to say that. I want to push him. I don't want to come off of him. I want to come on him. Wait, what?
Inspector. Why were you going through Maria's terminal? Any upgrades to valuable automechanicals must be authorized by me. I'm the administrator. And you need to focus on the hunt for Helen's killer. Was there anything else? I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property.
I think Mama might actually
When
just have to
Helen
go to
was
the
murdered,
bathroom.
Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate. Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit. I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Birdie. Whatever it was, she seemed to trust him implicitly. He was always on his best behavior around her. Or he tried. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Birdie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. I'll make my report of your investigation into Birdie. Do you have anything else for me? Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
He's a slippery guy.
That doesn't surprise me. Cedric practically stole his way to Eridanos. He'll do everything in his power to keep you off his trail. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death? No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
He's so mad. Okay, I actually think we could probably solve this right now. I think we could probably solve this real quick because I'm pretty sure it's the actor guy. I just need to accuse him of all of the tampering that he did with the robot.
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely... Ask me anything. Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense. What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant. Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon. Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
This should be good.
Just listen to me, please. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
Mm-hmm.
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling.
What an
Please
asshole.
think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
I mean, I'm gonna tell him 100%.
What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us? No one. That's who. There will be nothing on the aether waves but serials starring mechanicals.
I don't care.
I hope it's worth it.
I do not care.
This unit. Burbage, this unit.
You hold my fate.
Man, who should I say did it? Anything I can say to this bellhop again?
Finally checked in, I see. Should act as a better head. You ever need any? I suppose you could call it that, but that don't mean I poked around her room or nothing while she was out. That'd be a huge breach of hotel policy. Besides, knowing Helen's athletic acumen, anyone who tried probably would have been found, beaten senseless, then hurled into the hallway, followed by the contents of a garbage bin. Probably, that is. It'd probably happen, but it didn't. I'm just theorizing. Now, what can I lend a hand with? What? Oh, Laws, you didn't find my story, did you? Sakes alive, that's embarrassing as all hell. I guess I should have hid it better. Well, since there's no way to put the leather boa back in the skinning machine, I might as well ask. What did you think?
It was entertaining.
And my old man said I never amount to anything. Move over, board announcement writer 256. Norville's coming for your job.
What the fuck?
Oh, of course. That is, maybe not on a personal level, but I'm one of her biggest fans. Even started an association of like-minded individuals. I'd lament not having anything to meet about anymore, but the newer tribe just ain't done it for us. Still, there goes my hopes of a Terran Monarch reunion episode. Sorry, friend, but I guess you don't get it. Helen was special, had a certain quality about her, like she would really go out and fight injustice. You look at Woolrich and no disrespect to the man, but you just don't get the same feeling. Don't tell... Please.
I know, Momo. I know.
Inspector. Excellent. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her... I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
You did, fucker.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
That's right. I've got proof you tampered with Burbage. Tried to cover your tracks.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
Got data proving that you programmed Burbage to fire on Helen.
You what? Now wait just a minute. That data was acquired illegally.
Evidence is evidence, fucker.
All right, fine. Let's do this your way. You say I programmed Burbage to fire on Helen. Why? Helen was critical to my operations on Eridanos. I have no reasonable motive.
This investigation is your motive. We're trying to pin this murder on someone.
I admit, I have been encouraging you to resolve this case as quickly as possible. Helen's death is a stain on our reputation. I don't want it becoming permanent. It wasn't enough that she smile for our cameras and kiss a bottle of Spectrum Brown. No, she had to know what was in it, how it was made, why it was made. For once, we're in agreement. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now. Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Damn. So guys, should we help him out or...
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
See, I feel like it was him, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, technically it was Babbage, you know. But I think Momo really has to go out right now, so I'm going to let him out, and then we may be streaming some Apex soon. We'll see what happens. But anyway, thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a good one, and I'll see all of you in a little bit. Bye-bye.